from every evil.
The message of the bishops of Cameroon entitled "Take Courage, Do Not Be Afraid" was read at the end of their 48th annual seminar in Buea. It was directed to Christians, to the clergy, and above all to politicians and all those who are concerned with the socio-economic situation of Cameroon.
For some years now, and increasingly so in recent times, the anxieties of the vast majority of Cameroonians have been transformed into cries of despair at the misery they are living through and the degradation of our beautiful country, Cameroon. Our consciences as pastors and citizens cannot remain indifferent to these cries of distress. And sharing their worries and sorrows, we, your bishops, have made a point of discerning from a primary pastoral point of view the various aspects of the general situation prevailing in our country.
The bishops maintain and reiterate that they can't be neutral to the sufferings of Cameroonians, especially after proposing concrete solutions to the economic crisis which plagued Cameroon some years back.
It is even more interesting to recall what we said about the particular situation of Cameroon. I quote, we must not ignore this hour of crisis, misery, hunger, destitution, unemployment, and in some rural areas, real despair, weighing heavily on the destiny not only of the people in general, but especially on the poorest of the poorest, the weakest, the most destitute.
The huge taxes Cameroonians are subjected to as well preoccupy the bishops of Cameroon in Buea.
One of the causes of Cameroon's anguish is undoubtedly the tax burden, which increases year in, year out, to the detriment of the most vulnerable populations. It is seen as the ultimate means of suffocating those Cameroonians whose purchasing power is so low.
According to the bishops, there can be no peace without justice, also with the leaders working without their consciences.
35 years after the alarm bells rang concerning the economic crisis, and 65 years after our country gained independence, it must be said that we are still living in economic and social stagnation with an uncertain future.
The bishops of Cameroon have just ended their one-week annual seminar here in the Diocese of Buea. The prelates have expressed serious concerns over the sufferings and also destitution of the Cameroonian population. The prelates spoke on the Anglophone crisis. They asked the pertinent question, why has there been bloodshed in the northwest and the southwest regions of Cameroon for over 7 years now? Is it that some bigwigs are feeling fat from the war in the northwest and southwest? That was a big question, and the answer is still in the air. The degrading socio-economic situation of the country has been of great preoccupation also to the bishops of Cameroon. They say 25 years ago, they decried severe economic crisis in Cameroon. 25 years later, the country is only going down the drain. That is according to the bishops of Cameroon. Reporting live from the Diocese of Buea at the end of the annual seminar of bishops, I am Annabella Leke, Rex Afan for Equinox Television.